Now, this is literally the last thing I hope I'm going to say about this matter, because right now I'm just in prayer about it, and I'm leaving it alone. But I just say, hey, maybe it's just continuing to come up, so I can deal with it again, whether it's me reaping what I've sown, if I've done something like this to somebody and I forgot or whatever, and I just don't remember. But because I don't feel like I've ever been that type of person. I just never want to invest my time in nitpicking with somebody or picking on somebody, mocking anybody. Other things, maybe. And I ain't saying that I ain't never came out my mouth wrong and said nothing. Never in my life. But again, as an adult, I try not to. If it has happened, it might have happened once or twice a year. And that's more than enough, of course. But just directly just mocking somebody and nitpicking and bothering them, nah. So I believe it could be happening for that, or just, because believers long suffer persecution, just designated for us to, or, preordained or orchestrated or whatever. Another part, of course, I feel like, well, hey, if I got to go through it so my kids don't have to, in which I'll speak about it in just a second, but it's if I got to go through it so my sons can run around in this neighborhood and not feel threatened or anything like that, and I got to take on, then hey, I don't want to say so be it or come with me, but because it will come. But then it is what it is. I thank God for that, because I'd rather my kids not have to deal with that. But of course, if I don't have to deal with it at all, baby girl, mate, like for real, or you could just remove this. But yeah, so in saying that, regarding, parents maybe taking on things for the kids, that just take me back to where my daughter told me that she got into a fight at the school, and I just feel like, no, it's not supposed to be her getting hurt. And she said she got beat up, or she feels like she got beat up or whatever. She said her nose was bleeding, should I say. I don't guess she got beat down, and I thank God for that, or beat to a pulp or anything, but nose, fighting enough to where your nose is bleeding. Why, Lord? Why? It's like, why? Why did she tell me that? In which I had a dream about it, but in the dream, I didn't see her getting into a fight. I did see her getting into a discussion and going back and forth, but I didn't see her getting into a fight or anything like that. Um, it is real. You never know. Even if she got into that conflict and stuff like that, never know if she felt scared and anything like that. And that's nothing, because she said it was a bigger girl that she fought or whatever. And I'm like, honey, that's not supposed to be happening. No, your so-called dad's supposed to be protecting you and trying to do everything he could to make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen. Then not then, but before that, she got into the fight at his so-called mama's house with supposed to be his so-called, at least previous common law stepchildren. That he, took on or whatever. And so, that upset me, that irked me. And I go straight to, oh, no, baby, you deserve death whenever you allow anything to happen to my kids like that. Period. You deserve death. That's, God knows, that's how I feel. I don't be wanting to, what they say, don't pass go, don't collect $200 or whatever, however you say it. You deserve death, and you're supposed to be a parent. And yeah, I feel like I can be the one to size you up or judge you regarding your parenting style. My child, I don't care how many places you've taken them, should not get beat up, let alone fighting in the first place. So that's my thing with that. I just feel like you should be protective first as a parent. You should be definitely a provider as a father, but you should be a protector. And you should be the Bible talks about being a priest, but you should be prayerful regarding your child, not expecting that, oh, I'm going to have my child, and so my child going to cover me. My child going to be, oh, I know she been around a praying mom, because he done said to me before, I know you pray for me. I wasn't even thinking about him. I'm not saying I didn't pray for him because God moved on me to, but I didn't specifically try to pray for him at all. I didn't like him. I didn't care for him. And that's not saying that I just pray for people that I like, because I don't. I pray, I try to pray according to the will of God, but I'm not specifically choosing to pray for you. So carry your ass on somewhere. But yeah, oh, she been up with her mom, and I know her mom. No, no, no. And then you try to utilize that when you feel like it, because any other day you try to mock me, or you, because you don't understand how I operate, you say little stuff, slick stuff. So that's wishy washy, double minded, reprobate, of course. But yeah, no, my daughter, nobody should have put their hands on her, because I've been saying that. But his so-called mom and him, they both have allowed for my daughter to have, for somebody to put, or made room for somebody to put hands on my daughter. Um, a household have been shot. Those are things that, no, that should happen to y'all. That should happen when y'all are off somewhere. That should never even happen around my daughter. I don't care how much sleep you gotta lose, and clock watching and whatever. I don't care what you got. I don't care how many times you gotta move. But anyway, I'm glad I could laugh about it. But you know, and that's the other thing. Don't want to be distracted by that little boy doing that. And again, and it that tends to get me. My boys are right here with me, so I'd be like, okay, they good. I know they good. But my daughter, that tends to try to get me to forget about my daughter, and it's like, no. My daughter is still what matters. She matters. She's, what I'm saying, it's still her residence as far as I'm concerned until God speaks to her. Otherwise, physically here or not, this is where she resides. Even if we rearranged and changed some stuff and got rid of some things that was hers because somebody else got them, that's that. But no, I got 3 children, 3 living children, and nothing left. You know what I'm saying? So. Last I knew, and as far as I knew, I was glad in May that I heard from my child. I don't want no whole month or nothing to go by again without me seeing my child. I just don't want that, but I let God do it. But yeah, if I've been having to go through this and deal with these insults and stuff because so my children don't have to, they don't say nothing to my kids, then hey, I don't like it, but it is what it is, and that's why I'm careful what I come into agreement with. Like, God, do I gotta sign up to get talked to any kind of way just so my kids won't go through it? Because it almost sometimes make you feel like, well, you know what, Lord, they just gonna have to deal with it. But anything that I can avoid happening to my children, that is, of course, within my power, but within reach for me to pray for and ask God for as far as protection for them, and even now asking God to send angels to encamp about around my daughter wherever she is, and to take charge and to assist her. She could be asleep, she could be woke, I don't know, but just be in the midst. Um, God in His power can reach her, faster, easier, and quicker than I ever could, and better. So that's it. Yeah, I'm forgiving that little boy again. If he, hopefully he doesn't do it tomorrow, but if he does tomorrow, Lord, help me to forgive then if I see it. Or just, hopefully my camera won't even pick it up. Because my camera is motion detected, so he just does that once it's on. So, there's times when I might look at it, but then there's other times when I don't. I don't be, I'm not pressed about them because I don't even go on that side of the house. Like, we had to walk out to the car the other day, yesterday, but other than that, and he didn't even do it then. And that's why I just be like, you need a belt to your tail for real. Definitely a belt. Or you might just need to get your ass whooped. And I don't want to say that because I don't want to speak that over my kids, but that it just seems like that's what you probably need in your life. Because somebody putting you up on a pedestal, and you're not on a pedestal over here. Like, I don't care how cute you are or think you are or whatever, or that what they done told you. You're not on no pedestal over here. So, anywho, and I don't know what goes on in that household, and that's fine. And I never think that I would be like distance from them like I am when them kids got older. I used to imagine sometimes, oh, when they get older, my daughter gonna be able to hang. This was before all this drama unfolded, but my daughter gonna be able to hang, walk around the neighborhood with her, just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Go and go do things together, whatever. But anyway, so that's that. It is what it is. But Just wanted to do that little quick video. So this is Ninjas and Flies part 5, just the continuation, because I just wanted to speak about that regarding, hey, sometimes parents just have to go, parents, grandparents, previous generations had to go through certain stuff so their kids don't go through. And that's why I'm just like with my daughter, and I don't want her to choose to want to go through those things and in trying to cover her so-called dad or his so-called mom. I really only seen her trying to cover her dad, I guess having that love for her dad. But and I feel like that's fine for you to love your parent. The Bible says honor your parent, but yeah, for you to love your parent and stuff, but not to want to you as a child. And it's just something that maybe I just don't understand. I don't get it, and I never thought in a million years that it would be my child who I train and teach. Girl, you ain't got to cover for no adults and these grown folks. They done been here. And I done told other people that too. No, they done been here. They done had their time. They don't mind making sure that you're the one that sacrificed so they can continue on doing the madness that they do. Or even if it's, oh, I need time to get right with God, well, then you better take the time and utilize the time that you got now, because you don't use no kids to do that, to buy you any time or anything like that. And again, I'm speaking to myself as well. Be trying to make sure that I'm in alignment. Like, no, I don't want to use my kids to do that. There's times when I feel like, oh no, God, I don't want to do this. My kids gonna have to do it first. But it's very rare. It's very rare for me. So, so anyway.